First of all, thank you very much for being on our YouTube channel. May I ask you where are you guys from?
The United States.
I'm from Alabama, and he's from Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, many Americans today. Okay, is this your first time in Japan?
Yes.
This is our third day, actually.
Third day. Where did you fly into?
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
And you didn't spend so much time in Tokyo?
2 days in Tokyo, and we came down here last night.
How did you spend there? What did you do?
We ended up eating a lot of food, trying out a bunch of different restaurants, went to a few bars, and just kind of saw the scene. Also just walked around a lot of the different districts, and just kind of checked out the local scene and a lot of the marts and things like that, like the stores.
We also went to the Imperial Palace.
I saw you guys have a nice t-shirt. Did you try it?
Yeah,
here or there?
we were staying in Arima Onsen right now. So
Arima Onsen?
Arima Onsen?
Yes, that's from
there.
Yes.
Oh. It's not a cartoon. It's
Oh, the anime stuff?
anime stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
We like that stuff as well.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
What do you like the most?
One Piece.
It is very popular.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess Jujutsu Kaisen right now, because that one's popular nowadays. It's coming out with new episodes.
And do you guys travel a lot?
I do, yes.
You do? Where did you go?
I've been around the U.S. mostly, just different places, and I've been to Costa Rica. The only other place I've been internationally, and then now Japan.
Yeah, I've been to Korea, but it's been a while because I'm half Korean.
Oh, you have which part of Korea?
Seoul, and then a few. It's been 10 years or so, but around some of the areas in Seoul, and then also the DMZ line.
Did you see the cultural differences, or
Between here and Korea,
Korea?
yeah, definitely. There's definitely some cultural differences, and also food's pretty different as well. So
how different can you?
it's all very different from U.S. culture, right? So it's definitely hard to gauge how different the subcultures between Korea and Japan are. But I would say the food was significantly different, more fermented foods and things like that. And then also just the people they did seem a little different. Not necessarily bad or worse or anything, but just different mannerisms, different cultural things. So.
Maybe it's better to ask you what is the similarity then between Japan and Korea.
Yeah, I guess similarities for me at least would be, I don't know, Americans tend to be more loud, so it's more softer spoken, people tend to keep to themselves more, it seems like, over in Japan and Korea.
More polite?
Definitely more polite, especially.
And then more quiet?
Yeah.
In Korea too?
Yeah, I would say generally, it's been a while, but it seemed like it was quieter. Definitely louder in Korea than here, from what I remember. People are quieter here, it seems like. But in comparison to America, definitely still quieter. Yeah.
So you like quiet environment?
I like a mixture of both, but
I like it to see how different it is over here, just overall than America. There's not a lot of places here or in America the people generally all act like this, you know. Here we can walk around and we feel safe pretty much everywhere. Everybody's really polite, and a lot of times in America that's not the case, and especially in the big cities. So it's a good change.
What is your first contact with Japanese culture?
So I've been watching anime since I was probably like 6, very little. I remember Dragon Ball Z, when I was like 3 or 4 I was watching that. And so I've always, watched anime and things like that. But in terms of like the food and the other aspects, the history over here, I really understood it when I was older, just hearing about it. And then it's really cool to come here and see it all in person, and really puts it in perspective.
But besides like a TV, you had some transaction, contact with Japanese culture in your hometown?
So yeah, I had some Japanese friends growing up as well. So I did have, they were mixed, they weren't full Japanese, they were born in the States. But a good little intro to see some of the stuff that they're interested in over there, or I guess over here now. But also things like toys, Gundam toys and things like that. Growing up, we saw those in stores, and we're like, where'd that come from? And just seeing that it came from Japan, and just a lot of bleed over to America through media.
It's a lot of the media that gave us exposure to Japanese culture. but I have met some Chinese people, and I've been to like Hawaii and stayed with some people who are Chinese and things like that.
In the States?
In the States, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I've been exposed to that culture in person, but this is my first time being exposed to Japanese culture in person. Is on this trip. Yeah.
So you have the image or impression
Yes.
of Japanese culture.
Yes.
And now you're in Japan. Did you see some like differences or similarities?
I saw both, I would say. Definitely a lot of similarities, I guess stereotypes that we have over there of like, it's quieter, people are more respectful, things like that. And then, yeah, there's definitely a lot of differences in what we thought the culture was like as well.
And a lot of the media prevalence here, it's more so than I thought. Seeing just a lot of like different media stores, that were huge, got multiple floors and things like that. I didn't expect it to be so mainstream here, so popular.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you didn't expect there is like a huge stores
Yeah.
for animes and
Yeah, I was
stuff?
expecting more smaller, just kind of spread out areas, but it's really popular here.
Do you have something you want to bring back to your country, like a Japanese culture or anything?
Oh yeah, I've got item-wise, I have snacks and stuff. I've already bought, plushies, things like that to bring to family, like
Stuffed toys?
stuffed animals,
Oh.
things like that.
Different recipes I've tried. I'd like to go home and make it for my family.
The food?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, like make some fresh sushi or I've had ramen here. I've cooked ramen at home, and here it's a lot more flavorful and things like that. So try to get mine to taste more like over here.
And we've only been here 3 days. We're planning to be here for 10 days
I
overall.
forgot about it.
So that's something we'll definitely get more into and try and possibly bring some of that culture back to the States, which I think we'll definitely do.
So from here, where are you heading to?
We'll go to Hiroshima
Oh, okay.
and then Mount Fuji.
Oh,
Yeah, and then we'll go back to Tokyo to fly out.
So Mount Fuji, you're going to go up? Or
Well,
not this season?
We can't go all the way up.
Yeah,
It's too cold, but we'll go around.
You cycling?
We'll hike.
Yeah, hike. Yeah. It must be a nice weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stay there?
Yes.
So you probably go to the onsen, hot spring.
Probably yes.
Yeah.
We went to our first hot springs last night in Arima Onsen, which is where we're staying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very cool experience as well.
There was a lot of shrines and things over there too, which we haven't seen yet. So we walked and saw those, and it was really cool to see. We don't have anything like that in America really. So it was interesting to see just such a different aspect of life.
So Arima Onsen, they're like a golden color, like a water.
Is that what that was?
Like a gold and silver.
Huh.
something like that?
One was a little bit darker. One was almost like muddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we called it like a gold and silver, because Hideyoshi loved those like a gold or like
Yeah.
a.
We only went to the
silver
one in our
thing.
hotel, so we're probably going to try and go to some tonight.
Oh,
they're open.
Yeah. But where they were putting their feet in, that was kind of muddier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it is brownish, almost like a bronze.
yeah, bronze.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your experiences and your thoughts and
Sure thing.
Yeah.
everything. It
It's
was
been a
very
great
fun.
time. I'll
Yeah.
definitely come back.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we're not even done with our trip yet. We're already in love with the
Right.
city and the culture and everything. So
So how many days you have in Japan?
10.
10.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty short, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot to see
yeah,
in 10 days.
we will probably come back at some point in the future as well.
Well, where do you want to go then? Like,
I would like to go
next time.
north
Yeah.
and go snowboarding.
You do snowboarding?
Yes.
And I'd like to check out some of the islands as well.
Islands, you mean is the area like a Mount Fuji area?
Yeah, a
Southern.
little bit more of that.
Some of the islands off the coast, the small islands.
Yeah, there are so many islands.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much again.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and please enjoy your stay.
Yeah, we will.
Definitely will.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for being on our YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Austria. From Austria in
Austria.
Europe, in the middle of
Oh.
Europe.
To Vienna?
Yeah, genau. Vienna is our
okay.
main capital, yeah.
And
Yeah.
is this your first time? In
Yes.
Japan? Oh,
We've been planning this for a couple of years now, so I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, okay. So because of the COVID, you couldn't come.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Originally, we wanted to come here in 2020 after our bachelor degrees, and we were like, we want to experience Japan when we're finished with university, and then, COVID came. And for the last couple of years, we always said we're going to do it next year, and next year, and next year, and now finally we managed to come here.
What did you bring? What brought you to Japan?
That's a difficult question. I've been interested in the country for like ages.
Oh, really?
I also watch anime quite a lot, but not only that. I also went to a Japanese course when I was like 16. I started. Yeah, and I've been learning Japanese for the last couple of years, but I'm not that confident at all.
Oh, okay.
I can understand a little bit, but not. I can't talk very well.
But what interested you about Japan?
Anime, but also the culture in itself. I also wrote a paper on the samurai and the whole history about them.
In school?
In school, yeah.
So you graduated like the major in Japanese?
No, not
Asian
major
culture
in
or something?
Asian culture itself. It was a school paper I wrote in high school for my A-levels.
Oh.
So
Good
it was a
student.
generic thing, and we had to choose a specific topic for our end exam, and I chose Japan and the samurai because I was quite interested in that, and we didn't learn anything about that in school, and I thought I want to do my degree in history, and I wanted to learn something more than our school curriculum told us, and I thought, why not choose a topic from Japan? And so I chose the raw topic of samurai from the beginning, where they started, until the Meiji period where they ended.
I see.
And it was like an historical overview over the whole 1,000 years.
And in the university, you continue studying?
No, sadly not. I became an elementary school teacher, and there you can't really teach Japanese or do anything specific about Japan, but I still do some things as a hobby. I love watching anime and love continuing learning the language, but it's more like a personal thing and not something I do as a profession.
Now, how many days do you have spent in Japan?
For now, it's like a week now, and we're going to be here for 4 weeks in total, so it's like a quarter of the time has already passed.
How did you spend in Japan? Like, what did you do?
We were for the first night in Tokyo, and then we went to the Takayama Autumn Festival, which was quite amazing.
Takayama.
Yeah.
Is it Nagano?
Yes, yeah, a little bit in the north middle. Yeah, and it was quite beautiful up there. Yeah.
What did they do?
It was like the shrine festival for the local deity, the Hachiman, and they had some processions and performances, but most on the first day, because it was raining, most of that was cancelled. On the second day, some things were there, but it was still rainy, so it was like risky if they were gonna do something or not. But still, the food stalls were everywhere, and you could eat quite a lot of cool things.
Oh, I see.
And I really enjoyed it still.
Did you find good food?
Yeah. Everything I ate in Japan for now is amazing. So I really enjoy the food here.
Have you eaten Japanese food in Austria?
A little bit. You can find sushi in Austria, but not much more, not more specific. We have like when there is a Japanese restaurant in Austria. It's more like a fusion kitchen of more Asian countries. It's a mixture of Chinese food and Japanese food and Thai food and everything in between, or sometimes a little bit of Korean food also. But it's not, most of the time they're not specific Japanese cuisines.
Right.
So it's quite difficult to find someone who only does Japanese food. Yeah.
But sushi is the most popular thing.
Yeah, it's the most common thing that everyone recognizes as Japanese. Yeah.
Right. What do you like in Japanese food?
So far, I really enjoyed everything. I really enjoyed. We were staying until yesterday for a couple days in Japanese ryokan in like a little onsen town in Gifu Prefecture. And it was amazing. There we got all kinds of Japanese food for breakfast and for dinner, and it was like a multiple course thing with everything from different fish and sashimi and things that were cooked on the fire pot and hot pot and everything. It was amazing.
So if you stay in ryokan, right? Did they serve you natto? Do you know natto?
I'm not sure if they served us that because I wasn't quite sure what everything was that we were getting. That people in the ryokan couldn't really speak English that much, so they just told us very briefly what we were getting, and so it was quite a surprise for us what we were exactly getting. But I think we didn't try natto yet, but I want to try it.
You know the natto?
I know what it is, yeah, but I think we didn't try it yet.
It's really sticky bean.
Yeah, I read about it online, yeah. I didn't eat it yet, but I want to try it.
Maybe you like it or you hate it, probably. But,
yeah, I thought I'm gonna come here to Japan and I wanna try everything, even though I'm normally quite a picky eater, so I normally don't eat seafood. But I told myself I wanna try at least everything in small portions. If I don't like it, then I don't order a big menu where I know I might not like it. But if I wanna try everything in small portions and wanna be open-minded about everything here.
Okay, that's good. So after then Takayama, where did you go?
Yeah, after Takayama, where we stayed in town, we went to the ryokan, and then we came here yesterday. So we had one night here in Osaka so far, and now we're at the Osaka Castle and visiting the main sites here.
Where are you heading to then after here?
I'm not sure yet. I have a list in my pocket where we want to go, but I'm not quite sure. We might go to the Donbori or go to the port. I'm not quite sure yet.
Port.
It's not that thoroughly planned.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a broad plan, but nothing specific. We go where we want to go.
How about like a Kyoto or Nara?
That we're gonna do later, in a couple of days.
Later.
I have now 3 days here in Osaka, then we're gonna head for 1 day to Nara, and then we're going to go to Hiroshima for a couple days, then to Kyoto for a couple days, and in the end we're going to Tokyo again.
Oh, I see. This is like a large picture of your trip.
Yeah, we booked the hotels, so it's fixed when we are where. But what exactly we're gonna visit or see on the specific places is not fixed yet.
I see. So far, have you find something you'd like to bring back to Japan, if possible, like any item or anything, like idea?
We want to go mainly shopping in Tokyo because then we don't have so much baggage when we are traveling around Japan for now. But what I definitely want to buy is my own kimono. I want to go to like a second-hand market maybe and buy one second-hand because I heard that's a lot cheaper because the new ones are very, very expensive. But I would love to have my own kimono and to sometimes wear it in Austria as well.
I see. But maybe it's more have a good or better taste with the old or the vintage, the used one, than the new one. Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna see if I find anything that I like. I only wanna buy one if I really love it.
Right. How about something like characteristics of Japan or mental thing of Japan? You like to bring back, or you wish there existed in your country?
So like something that Japanese people do and how they behave. I really love how polite everyone is. I would love to have that at home, that everyone is like so mindful of each other. I love that mindset. But I don't think I can bring it back for myself, but I might teach it to my children and to my school classes, but I can't bring the mindset itself to Austria.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but I love that.
Thank you so much for
having me.
Talking and sharing your experiences.
Thank you.
Have a great
you too.
experience.
My name is Megan. I just got to Japan 3 days ago, and I've been in Osaka the whole time, and it's been lovely. The Japanese people are exceptionally welcoming and friendly. I actually had a guy, when I lost my phone 2 days ago, take me to the hostel that just by the name of it, and so it was a really positive experience for me because I don't speak any Japanese, so that was really good.
Wow. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for being on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
And so you just said that you lost your phone 2 days ago?
2 days ago. That's okay. I ended up finding it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I just left it at the train station. I put it down in the washroom, and then I left, and then...
Oh, and then you came go back?
Well, I didn't realize I lost it until, like, I didn't know where I lost it until the next day, and it was just at the Japanese, like, Naba station, and somebody just turned it into the Japanese rail place.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So is this your first time visiting?
Yeah, it is
Japan?
my first time.
And which part of Canada are you from?
British Columbia, so the west.
Oh,
Yeah,
near Vancouver.
very near Vancouver. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've been to Vancouver, so I lived near border, the USA side.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Japan this time then?
The food.
Oh, food.
The food. Pretty much, yeah. Just here to eat my way through Japan, pretty much.
Oh.
I'm here for 10 days, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to eating all your guys' delicious food.
Oh, in Canada, you have eaten Japanese food.
Yeah,
too?
but it's different.
Right.
It's different.
So in your like a neighborhood or around you, there was like a Japanese.
Yeah, there's
culture?
some sushi in Vancouver. When we go to Vancouver, there's lots of like Japanese food. Where I'm from, which is like 6 hours outside of Vancouver, not so much Japanese food.
6
So
hours.
yeah.
Really long.
In Canada, not so much.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But by car. Right?
Yeah, by car. Yeah.
Oh. To the north part?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Near the Whistler thing?
Past that. So yeah,
okay.
like 2 hours past Whistler.
Wow. But it
In
must be a
Lillooet.
nice place. It's a beautiful like.
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah, very, very immersed in nature. Not very many people, but very beautiful.
Okay. When did you encounter, or when did you like a first contact with the Japanese food? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was probably like 10 years old when my parents took us to Vancouver for the first time.
Oh,
And then
that's
and then my mom loves ramen, so we had some ramen there, and then yeah, every time I get the chance to go to Vancouver, I have ramen. But this is a very different level, which is cool. Yeah, it's much more delicious in person.
So, which food did you find the most different from what you have done here? Like,
Well, I just tried okiyami today, the pancake, the
okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki.
Right,
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah, just today, and that was delicious. Yeah, so that, but I've never had anything like that before. So yeah, that was cool.
So this is your 10th day?
Yeah, I'm 10 days in Japan, but this is only my 3rd day.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have 5 days left.
Yeah. So I go to Kyoto tomorrow, and then I finish in Tokyo.
Oh, okay. So the 3 cities.
Yeah, the
in
3
total.
cities.
Is it enough for you?
I think I'll probably come back, but it was just on my way from Canada. It's on the way to Nepal, and so I'm gonna land in Nepal and do some trekking from there. So this is just on the way.
Oh, I see. So you're kind of traveling.
Yeah, stopping over. Yeah, I got 2 months to travel, so
I
I just did a little stopover in Japan.
see.
Taste it out. But I want to come back here for ski season when you guys have ski season,
Yeah.
because I heard the skiing here is phenomenal.
To the north?
To the north, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Did you have a culture shock or something? Like, did you have something very different from what you were expected?
Western culture and Japanese culture, I would say, are fairly similar, just in everything's like very well organized. Everything has rules, which is like really nice. But I mean, definitely like a little bit of culture shock, just within like everyone's very quiet and reserved. We're a little bit less in Canada, which is okay, but just different, and that's okay.
So is there something you want to have in your culture? I mean, in your country, around you?
I know, I think that like I really appreciate how in your culture everyone like bows always, and please and thank you and just like hello, and I really think that that's such a beautiful part of your guys' culture, and I wish that we had a little bit more of that respect piece, because that really does like shine in Japanese culture.
Oh, okay. Where are you going to go in Kyoto?
I don't really have any big plans, just to go see the monuments, and that's kind of the no plans.
Go to like a shrine?
Yeah.
Stuff?
Just go see the historic sites, but no real big plans.
Oh,
Anything you recommend?
Well, there are many shrines. Like if you go to the east part, there's a
The row of red. That is on my list.
okay, Fushimi Inari.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people says if you go in the morning or later the evening, it's less crowded and it's better.
That's okay. I'm a morning person anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Good. And if you go to west part, many people go to like a bamboo forest.
Yeah.
It is also a beautiful location. And what I was expecting the people from other country goes is Uzumasa, which is like a movie shooting area,
okay.
like a Japanese
Yeah.
old style movie, and that is western part near Arashiyama.
Okay.
Not so many people go there, but I think it's kind of interesting.
How do you spell it? I'll put it down on my.
Yeah.
I'll put it down on my things to do. Sorry, I'm
That's
interrupting
okay.
your YouTube
No,
with.
that's fine.
Cool. I will save
It's
it.
the movie studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
And then you can put like old style Japanese clothes, and
Yeah.
they just take pictures and stuff. So it is interesting.
Yeah.
And how about Tokyo?
Again, I don't really have. Nothing's really planned
Oh,
about my
okay.
vacations. I just
Uh-huh.
come and then I just see
Mm.
what I want to do when I get there.
I see. But you know about like Shibuya,
Yeah,
Shinjuku, and Asakusa? Those
Yeah, I want to go to the
places?
fish market, which is down
Oh,
by
fish
the
market, right?
which is
yeah,
cool,
for
yeah.
food. Yeah,
Yeah,
It
for
must be
sushi.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you love sushi then?
I do like sushi. Yeah.
The raw fish.
Yeah.
It's okay. What is the most favorite?
Spicy tuna roll would probably be my favorite. Like tuna would be my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. How about prawns?
Oh, I do love prawns too.
Yeah,
Yeah, prawns are
that's
delicious
my
as well.
favorite.
That's your favorite? Yeah.
And the prawns and like crowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have some message or comment to those who are looking forward to come to Japan or thinking of coming to Japan?
Just that it's very rich and like the people are very cool. So if you have the opportunity to stop and talk to people, it's a really positive experience. And yeah, just try to get out of your tourist bubble because it's easy to stay in that touristy zones, but try to walk off the beaten path and try to talk to people. And because English is shockingly well spoken here.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I would say 80% of the people I've spoken to have enough English to communicate, which is
Oh.
great.
Without the translation
Yeah,
tool?
totally. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
your
thank
time
you.
and sharing your experiences.
Yeah. Thank you for
Alright.
listening.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.